stands to reason what I should do is build up my armies and then march down there. No, there's not really much else I can do. How's that? I can also move the mic closer to my face. Any better? Shit, those armies are being far apart. That's something we don't need. Coola boola. So I was talking to Metal Monkey, and he made a good point about the 24-hour stream. Probably would be best if I didn't do it in Scotland, because I'd be wasting an entire day of my 4-day trip. Oh, your New Vegas one! No, I haven't gotten around to that yet. Don't let me forget when I end this stream. I'll pop over to it real quick. But, yeah, it just, you know, I've only got 4 days there, so I don't want to be spending it with my phone on all the time. I want to enjoy myself. It's a bloody trip after all. That's not to say you won't be getting live streams and footage while I'm there. Of course you will. It's just, I can do it in Dublin the day prior of the flight, which I think would be probably better. A slave uprising. You're shitting me.
Breaking a man is easy. Breaking his spirit, less so. Even kept in darkness, a man may look to break his bonds, seek revenge.
Fuck. They're my slaves, damn it. The day before, though, of the flight, I'll be in Dublin anyway. So I can start my day off here, gaming, and later on, when I'm about to leave, do stuff like, say... Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, relax, I can do this. Cool, I will. Yeah, so I'll be able to do so here until probably the afternoon, and then you can, whenever I can, I'll stream on the train, and then in Dublin, I can show you 1 or 2 spots I've yet to show you in Dublin. And then in the evening time, I can go back to Malahide and chill there. Hopefully Claire will be up for this as well. Do I take the battle into my own hands, or do I... Well, they don't have any cavalry. Yeah, alright, so what I want to do is I want to fuck up their army as much as possible so these guys will have an easier time of it. So I've got to do it myself. I gotta remember to try and take on these guys and these guys because they're 2 weak ones. If I can, cavalry. And take out their ones. But that's next month. This month, Wednesday, of course. The rest of this weekend as well. I also want to do a review of the Kurt Russell Christmas. That looks like it's going to be a good one. And then finally, I think... Ooh. That'd be great if we roll down a hill, but we don't have... Alright, I don't really use defensive battles like this before, so... First I want to organise my army right. So I'm going to send my cavalry into the forest. And they're going... This army has to hold it until the enemy comes down. So where are my skirmishers? Yeah, so that doesn't work for some reason. Come on, let me use something. Alright, we can, for whatever reason, use it. That's super. Well, the plan still is good. Form into a flying wedge. Of course, his royal guard is pretty spaced out. If I killed the king, that would be brilliant. He's a very good general. Hey, they come and go. The go of things in life. Anyway, I hear that YouTube is considering banning, like getting rid of spam accounts. So, for all I know, I had a spam accounter. We have to wait till the last moment before we charge. They have to be all engaged. Let them be.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a safe
Beautiful.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, now run away. Now swerve back and charge again. $87, $85, $82, $80, $76. $74. They don't need to charge. Actually, they will one more time. Sorry for not answering the chat. It's just this is a very tense moment here. I didn't get all that message, mate. It's not really... Not really check right now. I have to get this shit sorted. Come on, 24. Just die already. Exhausted, wavering.
The enemy general is dead.
That's what I wanted to see, baby. That's what I wanted to see. In for the kill, in for the kill, in for the kill.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
We didn't have the muscle. We did not have the muscle. Okay, broke. Wavering, wavering, wavering. Keep on wavering and yet never actually waver.
battle is turning in our favor.
We won, I think. Looks like we won. Yeah. Let's go, I'll just check your message now. I just had to make sure that was going to work. It was a hell of a fight. But we've got another army lined up. And that's why it would have been so easy. Oh, and the answer is yes, yes I did. Alright, same rule as before. Let them.
Our general is under attack.
Extension. Cool. I know the name. Yeah, I watched Charlie's video, and I was surprised he gave it such a high score. I thought that it was just going to be a little shitty cash grab. Maybe it is a shitty cash grab and we just have different tastes. But, yeah, still looks promising. Oh no, 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 I mean, I do believe he liked it, but, you know, we all have different tastes, and I'm not implying that, like, he's just saying, oh, this is good, just for the views. I mean, if I ever met the guy, I would just be immediately, oh, have you seen it? Creed was the last movie I saw.
The enemy's hidden units.
Alright, cool. Why aren't they breaking that? There we go.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Well, then when it's used up all its ammunition, it fucking charges. Well, that was guaranteed anyway. You see Stanley these days, and you're just gonna go, ah. You know, I saw someone say recently, John Williams died. Bullshit, he's not dead. But for a brief moment, I swear, I actually was like, oh, there goes another one. Away from those fucking... You know, if we can take out their slingers, or... 80. 80. Nice. We take out the other slingers. Maybe 70. I don't know what the next film I'm gonna see. I don't really have the luxury right now to go and see a film in terms of finances. Then again, as for films I've not seen before, I still have some of those DVDs I got in Sligo. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, eventually, it's gonna be true. Statistically, it's gonna be true one of these days. Shit, we won this as well. Look at us. Nice. Score. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm thinking, like, who's the next person that's gonna die, and I hate to say it, it's probably gonna be someone really cool, like, say, Patrick Stewart. He's getting on in years, or Ian McKellen. Oh fuck. I'm not gonna even fight this one. Come on. There we go. Jeez, it takes forever for it just to do anything. Let's put her to the test and see what happens. I am well. Characters that I have no comprehension for, but I am doing quite well. How are you? Hope you are good. Left of this army. Merge some units. No. I mean, I don't want Patrick Stewart to die. I kind of want him to outlive me, so I don't have to deal with that shit. Man is a legend. But yeah, he's probably going to go. Someone like that is going to be next. Maybe Michael Gambon, or what was his name? Brian Cox. One of those classic British actors. No, I'm actually still surprised he's alive. Cecil Baldwin from Night Vale. He's been suffering from the effects of AIDS for a while now. Yeah, I actually feel the same, that like if it's gonna happen, at least wait until the new year, because that would be a downer. Like imagine if you're gonna watch a film, like a classic movie, and it has someone in it who dies that same day. Like, that is shit you don't want to deal with. Of course, you know, it might also be an accident, or it might be someone else entirely. These are things we're not 100% sure on. They're not 100% sure on, after all. Alright. I had a feeling we'd lose Iberia. Thing is, though, they didn't... Well, that's a plus. If only we had a fleet. We do have a fleet. Now, for what we can... Now, I think at this point we all know how I like to play my fleet engagements in this game. This one's going to be really close to the wire. As I have to pick my targets very carefully, so I'll pick the cavalry first because they're the most valuable targets. No, the general first, then the cavalry, and then I will just pick and mix until either I'm dead or the enemy's dead. Well, unfortunately, people are going to die anyway. As you well know, how many times have you like started Christmas by turning on the news and like 50 people died in an earthquake, or a terrorist bombing in Yemen, a fire at a Christmas market would also be another example of that. There we are. So, it's weird that we put celebrities on this secondary plinth. There's a good chance we've never met them before. Like, when Christian Bale finally goes, I'll remember meeting the guy, and you know, I didn't know him as a person, but I grew up watching his stuff.
The enemy general is dead.
Year in, year out, I'd watch things like, say, the Batman movies, or Empire of the Sun when he was a kid. Even the Terminator Salvation film that he got so much flack for. I'll remember him messing around with my dad's guns on set. Which you can find on the director's commentary, not director's, behind the scenes of Reign of Fire. There's a scene where he bends a gun and he turns to the camera and says, "Who made this stuff? My dad made that."
Our general is under attack.
But in all fairness, they're just people. Good people, bad people. At the very least, you know, like, random strangers are feeling sad that you died.
Our men flee the field of battle.
You must be doing something right.
One of our ships is being boarded.
We have already fucked up this army pretty badly. Fleet's doing its job. This is why, if you've got artillery on your ships, never ever like try to invade if the enemy has like artillery on their ships, because things like this will happen. You're losing an entire army. It's absolutely crazy. These are just big targets.
One of our ships is being boarded.
My admiral's fucked though. He's gonna die.
Our general has fallen.
So much for the slave revolt. Here we were worried, because we can now capture a huge chunk of these slaves and send them back being slaves. Getting sick and tired of seeing that. Oh,
Some
buddy.
men are born to lead,
Yep.
others are destined to kneel for their masters.
Well, you've only got yourselves to blame. Don't fuck with Rome. Because Rome will fuck back. Alright. This playlist is a bit naff, isn't it? It's just a few chords, and then it's a different song with a different couple sets of chords. Not really much going on in it. Okay. Now. Who's that? Him. 76 is just a sea of disappointment. You know, I think it's actually a long time coming, considering all the shit we let Bethesda away with over the years. I think it's Valve finally coming back to haunt them. Shoes on the other foot now, motherfucker. We're going on to the offensive. Hi Nick, welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well. Oh shit. Okay, well I guess we get rid of all these. And give them something that they want. Oh! What do they want? After all the battles fought here, just trying to Mars makes no sense. Is it? I'll try my best to lower a little bit more, but you'll see now I'm kind of running out of lowering to do. That's, as you can see, the best I can do, man. The best I can do. I can barely even hear it in my ears now. How am I coming in? Am I... too loud, choppy?
That's your command.
Slave. After that shit, the slave master ought to do it. Requires attention. A member of your family has been dabbling in surgery. A skill with knife leads to what desired. And the pot of bodies is becoming difficult to hide him. Hide him, I guess. You know, Napoleon was cool, but I think I spent most of my time playing Medieval 2. So when Medieval 3 comes around, oh. I also kind of have a soft spot for the Warhammer ones, but they don't really... I don't think they're balanced very well. This is a pretty cool game though, no question. I think Total War 2 is a piece of shit because all it is Warhammer Total War 2 because all it is an expansion pack. It's not a sequel. Haven't played Three Kingdoms yet. I honestly don't know when I'm going to be able to get to do that. To anyone just joining us, welcome. If you like what you see so far, do not hesitate to give a thumbs up. Or even, if you're feeling saucy, maybe be aware of the Streamlabs down there at the bottom. Or even subscribing. Or why not all three? Go on, treat yourself. Nice. Made sense that they do that one more time.
I'm not here to burden you with demands. My offer is what we consider worthy of.
Yeah, they can march forward and do whatever. It means that they won't attack us. That reminds me of some of the mods you'd see for like Paradox games. And things like EU4 or Hearts of Iron. But obviously those games are just very, very they're just very, very basic. They don't have this level of graphics. If you combine the two, then you're sorted. This army's seen better days. At some point we have to move forward. The Great Wii mod. Oh, the great, yes. Hell, I'd settle for Kaiserreich. There is a mod that you can get on Hearts of Iron that I think is a brilliant idea. However, it doesn't seem to pan out well, and it is thank you, Stig. The mod is End of a New Beginning, which starts in the 1800s and is meant to go on till 2050, but they've only so far done a little bit of the 1800s, and that's where the mod has stopped right now. And I, for one, I'd absolutely love a Great Wii mod. The Great Wii from 1914 to 1918. You were holding it in for a long time. But I was actually just playing that last night, and I really did like it. It's just, after a while it just stops. Like, there's nothing else to do because they haven't modded it in anything else. No, not army sabotage. Yeah, join up. Okay, let's build back up the army. Don't need that many horses. Okay, that army will soon be ready. And this one is. So I'm gonna move on down to the next one, which will be Carbuta, I guess. But first, let's build up an army. No, I can't. I need to reinstate a legacy. Need to take more cities. Win more victories. So I guess what we'll do is... Oh! We've got a fleet right here. Ah. I guess I'll give them a bunch of mercenaries. Oh, mercenaries. I hate how much you cost, but I love what you can do. Downside of using my PlayStation to do this is that from time to time the whole stream will just stop and I have to go back out and then back in. Alright. I'll send my mercenaries to... Actually, let's see how the map battle is. Getting tired of fighting these Hibernians. There are other people to kill. You are as I was, as I am, you will be. Yep. True that. My computer doesn't have HD on the back of it, so the screens, I can't just like hook up this TV to this or get two screens going. I need to get like a breaker or something for this really weird system. So, but obviously next, not next year, almost, but the year after next I'm getting a new computer. Willing.
Organize yourselves! Happy to serve Rome! Romans, ready for duty!
As always.
Reinforcements approaching.
Oh shit. I have a feeling we're not going to do the job. I mean, I kind of hope we do. Okay. On what? On, here on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, I can't see it because I'm on YouTube. I'm on PS4, man. You just appear as a icon next to a name. And you can see it up on screen there. So, it means nothing either way to me, man. So what kind of music is Extension then? Is it that mumble rap shit?
Our general is under attack. General!
I think it's hilarious. The birds there are more advanced than the main characters in the first Rome game. 4, 3. Oh, they're broken, are they? Okie dokie. Now we fall back. Now we fire. Fire! Make them go die. That's a proper military order, isn't it? Make them go die. How long have I been streaming for so far? Does anyone know? That was stupid of me. Why did you have to catch that spearman? Mumble rap.
The men are wavering.
I just put whatever on, I don't really care. I kinda wish I was more into music, especially in college. That would have made life so much easier. 9 times out of 10, the conversations were always about music. I was just there like, guys, I don't fucking care. Wake me up for the other one.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
It is. Alright, well, you know what actually I'm gonna do? I can see the writing on the wall. Everyone, get the fuck out of here. We need you elsewhere.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Well, we hurt them anyway. It's that reserve army. Of course, what they can do now, if they start attacking us, that fleet out in the harbour, we'll be able to take on this army fairly easily. Okay, let's reform the army a little bit. Okay. Well, I'm sticking with, because I don't really have much time left on this particular stream. What I'll do is I'll probably end up sticking with this for the rest of this one. The next stream I've got planned is also not going to have any music at all. The one after that, well, if Myth City isn't copyrighted, might as well see about. Playing it. I'm always looking for new music. This is one thing I can't stand about this game, the agents. They are being that dumb. Oh no, why did you do that, you stupid, stupid people? Oh, I knew all I had to do was just goad them into attack this fleet. The game has no comprehension of how fleets work in this. It's brilliant. And I know they have a garrison fleet of actual ships, but again, no missiles. Well then, I'll try them on the third one. Where's their general? Oh, there he is. Way at the back.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Come on. One. That's right, the general's a bit... Our commander is the most important one. You know, I did love Empire's ocean mechanics, but the wind gauge was so awkward. So each ship can take roughly about 3 hits from the trebuchet. That's cool. That's that. Seems almost unfair. No, man, it's not ringing a bell.
Our general is under attack.
Who was I watching in 2013? I was probably watching like Spoonie and people like that in 2013. Just discovering who Doug Walker and Brad Jones were.
Rome is mother to us all!
One of our ships is being boarded.
Artillery ships reporting! Aim! Fire!
Hell, do you know what? Besides people like, not besides at all. Besides people,
The men are wavering.
like say,
Artillery at your
Jacksepticeye. There aren't that many Irish people who do this. I'm trying to think. Mathematosis is one of them. Oh, who's that one? She's like from Belfast, and she's a big goth girl. Diamata Hagen. That's another one. And anyone, I suppose, who's affiliated with Jacksepticeye. And I suppose you could also say Metal Monkey, but he doesn't really do much these days with his channel. Ever since the copyright started to strike down on him hard, you know. That's what you get for having a playlist made out of music. Okay. So to resolve this, straight up Irish, huh? I'll have to check him out. There is an Irish guy who did the. He's recently been involved with the Operation Odysseus, but I don't know what his name is. In all fairness, I suppose there is plenty of Irish, it's just in proportion to other people, no there isn't. But that makes sense when you think about it. Ireland's tiny in comparison. I mean, just think of all the English people that are on YouTube right now. A good chunk of that is because you guys have more people than we do.
At your command. Let them cower before Rome!
Okay, now this one I will besiege. Fuck the rams, I'm just going to use the...
We take this settlement for Rome!
We roam the settlement for take. Right. I'm gonna turn the mic off real quick and use the lavatory. That's what it's there for, so I might as well use it. brush my teeth, because I can't believe I didn't do that prior. Minty. So minty. Alright, well I'll leave that army there doing that thing. These guys are going to take some time to recover. They're almost ready. So I think for once Spain's doing alright. I don't trust these motherfuckers. I know we have a deal with them and everything, but... Oh, they want me to recruit a champion. So recruit a champion I will. Except I can't, because I can't afford one. Next turn. More hassle. Yeah, sometimes they've got a just cause to complain, but other times... Actually, no, I need some context for this. What would they be complaining about? YouTube or other things besides YouTube? I mean, sometimes there are things we need to complain about. Other times, yeah, they'd be talking out of their ass. Hiya, Nathan Brits. Hiya, Nathan. Welcome to Low Energy Videos, home of the world famous me. Who is that then? Not you, fair enough. Boop. There. Dude, not cool. It's one reason I can't stand the... never mind. I love the agent mechanic in this. Alright, I think we can take these motherfuckers, so... let us do it. That third army, the champions of Tarambula. Oh, what's the... There's one of those cons, it's a VidCon where you'll always see these sort of middling tiered YouTubers, say they have 30,000, and they're just screaming at each other saying that I'm more important than you! I have 25,000 subscribers! NordVPN sponsors me! I talked to Joe Rogan once on Twitter! You know, things like that. I think spoilt would be better rather than complaining. I mean, if you want to see an example of a channel that's slowly going downhill, I don't mean that in terms of like quality, but just the sheer amount of subs that they're losing. Look at what's happened to Drunken Peasants. Now, I really like Billy and Ben. Of course, I played Billy's music here a few times. I was watching them last night, or the night before. Time's getting a bit weird these days, but they have absolutely been losing subs, and they haven't started saying like, oh, this is all your fault, you guys just want shit all the time and all that shit. No. They're doing what they can to try to get new subscribers or bring back some old subscribers. But then you're gonna have people like, say... Let's think of someone. What was his name? He was mentioned by Mr. Metacore. Something like Winged Angel. Like how he was losing subs and how he was losing like shit. They feel like they're entitled to shit that they're not entitled to, basically. Like, I'm not entitled to any subscriber. I'm not entitled to any Streamlabs I've ever gotten. I ask. I'm not like, you need to give me money. No, I don't need to give you jack shit. Oh, I got a good example. Vsauce. But what's happened to Vsauce? That shit used to be free, and now it's not free. There's no other way of going about it. His channel has become this money-grabbing paywall motherfucker. Which is a shame, because the stuff he did was rather unique. You know, it wasn't just science, it was like really unique science.
Romans, ready for duty.
Alright, everyone. Oh god. And like, he's then surprised that people are complaining, and then you have people, his fans, who like support him, saying like, oh, they just don't want to pay for quality content. But there's no reason why we have to pay for quality content when he used to offer it for free. And people are allowed to complain. It's just, you know, context, like all things in life, context is key. I do feel sorry for people who, for example, when they were on like a high point in their career, they decide to make this into a career proper. That is usually a bad sign unless you're guaranteed views all the time. Like, say, if you're Ninja or PewDiePie or Jack or Markiplier or whoever, then even then, look at Jontron. Look how bad that got for him. Me, I'm never gonna get like that. I know. I just won't have the numbers. I won't have the interest, and that's okay, because, you know, I like doing this at my own time. I woke up today and I went like, I should really get streaming, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't do jack shit if I don't want to, and I went back to sleep for about another 4 more hours. That's the great thing about it.
The enemy general is
nice.
dead.
Kill him, kill him, kill him. Good. Riders on the double. That's not how this song goes. Getting sick of fighting these fuckers, though, I'll tell you that much. And it's not like, for example, like, he was getting sponsored by people, so he was making money. He was getting invited all over the world. Man, imagine if Geography Now, who he's I've talked to Barbie once, or B, everyone calls him B, but it's kind of Barbs. If he suddenly said you can no longer watch this stuff because you know, it's now behind a paywall, well, then I'll be okay with not watching it anymore. I don't come to YouTube to have to pay for shit. If I do pay people, it's usually in a Streamlabs or Super Chat. It's because I want to do that. Which is what I hope happens here when I get it. When I get it, I'm like, what the hell? Thank you so much. Even if it's only $1, even if it's only 10. But either way, I'm not thinking that I'm entitled to it. The great thing about my content is that it's so bare bones that could you imagine if I were to try to pay people to watch this shit? You get to... for you guys, I'll take the robe off. Ooh. Actually, no, that's a different type of paywall for a different type of website. Which, considering enough guys hit on me, I probably would make a fair bit of money. Oh, well, absolutely. Oh, the algorithm. Yeah. I'm not going to pretend to talk too much about the algorithm because, like most people on the planet, I'm not sure about the details. Everyone has their own opinions, everyone has their own theories. Matt Pat recently did a video on one where he talked to someone in YouTube and they openly admitted that they weren't 100% sure how it all worked. Which is kind of scary. I'll have to build up a fan base here first. Say when I get to 1,000, I'll open up a My Free Cams for the men, and then I'll put on a wig and do it for the women too. Either way, I'm gonna be paying off some bills that night. Depending what your poison is, Mama or Daddy needs that green. Needs that green. Let's have a close-up look. Oh, it's so colourful and chaotic. Look at him there! Dude, stop shouting and start fighting. He reminds me of Flamethrower Badass. I miss Flamethrower Badass. He was so badass and he had a flamethrower. I'm actually surprised we're doing this well. Although the cavalry should move now. This is the perfect time to use them as a flanking maneuver. I have a feeling I missed the bus in like the golden age of YouTube, back when it was easy, back when people like me were very ubiquitous. There wasn't any like hype or...
The enemy general is...
There was effort, but it wasn't like I didn't have a like people wouldn't have staff on hand and they wouldn't have studios. It would just be them in their rooms, in their dorm rooms, their bedrooms back at home, their first apartments, things like that. And while the bulk of YouTubers still, you could argue, is doing that, yeah, the day when people gave a shit about it is over. Still, I'm managing to do alright. Especially this last 2 months have been doing pretty damn well for me. And I thank you all, because you're the cause of it. Oh, no wonder our army was getting slaughtered. Most of them were made out of the Ryori. Fucking cheap-ass Ryori. Stab! Stab! Pull.
Waiting for more orders.
Well, it can indeed. That ER guy is a perfect example. That's you have things like, say, when PewDiePie gave shoutouts to all those different channels, and that one guy turned out to be more or less a neo-Nazi. Or at least, you know, that's the scuttlebutt going around. I actually know one or two people who watched ER, and I don't know if they said he's not a neo-Nazi, he just uses Nazi imagery. But, oh, or what happened to, was it Mumkey? Reading the journals of that hardcore conservative Christian, and he got taken down. Like, I'm gonna say this and I'm blue in my face, but context is key. I mean, I've said nigger here a few times, but it's always in context towards something. I never say it as hate-fueled, but people have been kicked off this channel for less. I think the last time I said it, I was telling people, you know, if you see anyone in the chat who starts saying nigger over and over and over again, by all means, block them. Alright, let's eventually YouTube will have a rival. I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe YouTube will lose a lot of power first, and then it'll gain a rival. But until then, it is a monopoly, and it's a monopoly that's very badly controlled. I mean, look how long it took them to do that, to figure out about that, all those kid channels that have, like, Elsa peeing on Spider-Man and Ariel getting tied up in her underwear. Alright, I think that's, oh yeah, I have to start reorganizing these Rayori. After I think the next turn, if nothing crazy happens, I'll probably just end the stream now. Been a good stream, but I've got others to do today, so shall not be the end of this particular journey. Door down. Eh! Fuck you, Mike. It's not taking forever to get used to the mic. Ah, quick save. That's cool. How do you, oh, do you siege? Fana Luninia. Fana, where is she? Where's the motherfucker? Al what? By the way, next game I will play after this is Lunatic! You're just near the end of the stream. Just near the end of the stream. Alright. We roamed the settlement for take. Do 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 do. Relax, I'll be back on an hour or two with a more active game. Shooty. I know that much. It'll involve shootiness. Or stabbiness. Okay, let's get rid of the mercenaries, because we don't want to pay these mercenaries one bit. No, sirree. Bob. Yep, I can do that right after this, because by the looks of it, we are wrapped up? Looks like we're wrapping up. Next turn I can... Yeah, it'll take forever to get this army back up to snuff, back up to fighting capacity, and this army is even worse. Oh cool, we can at least raise another army. So I'm gonna actually raise it elsewhere, because I have an empire besides Spain. Need state legacy. Now I have to actually think what I'm gonna do with after Spain. I might try to take on Africa, so... No candidates? Fuck. Alright, well, one thing at a time. Save game. File. Right. Bloop. 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 There we are. Okay. So, to everyone, thank you very much for... Woo. Flashy. Thank you very much for popping in. It has been fun. I will be back in a few hours to play something else. If you liked what you saw, remember to hit that like button. And if you did not, remember to hit that down button. That's what that's there for too. Comments are always welcome. If you're not already, please consider subscribing. And if you are subscribed, remember to hit that bell. That bell is there for a reason, apparently. I'll be back sooner rather than later, so see y'all in a little bit. Bye!